Alright, what hour was it? 106:49. So here's the thing, I want Brett Lauer. I really do. But I'm pretty set at third base, second base. First base is something I need to improve on though. But who, I'm not too sure. Oh wow, they traded for Martinez. Maybe make a big trade. Who knows? Nice, so Jimmy Jeffries looks ready to go. I don't have a great... Everyone's pretty much tired of my rotation. Some more notes coming back. But Chris Carter's on right field. How the fuck is Chris Carter in right field? Hold on, no. No way in hell I'm having Chris Carter in right field. That shit is dead. I simply refuse to allow that to happen. Thank you, sports.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Lynn is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance to win.
Austin Jackson strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this
Let
evening.
me play this first inning.
Center fielder, number 27.
Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up.
Austin Jackson singles to right.
This gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out. But this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Scooter Jeanette will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher.
Let's go.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
That's how we end up with 50 for
Jackson on
Scooter.
his way to the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the leadoff single to start off the game, and then you follow that up with a 2-base hit. They're already on the scoreboard, just 2 batters into the ball game.
Ryan Braun will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home.
25 doubles for Scooter. Nice.
In there, strike 1. For Jeanette, that's now 25 doubles for him this season. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be
back-to-back doubles.
Around
Let's
third
go.
and being waved on home.
RBI number
The
71.
runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, they are definitely not having any trouble seeing this guy so far. A second runs in to score on the double. It's 2-0 now already, and he's already putting his guys in catch-up mode here
Justin
in the first
Morneau,
inning.
281, 7 home runs.
Justin Morneau will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Liner
That's the
towards
RBI,
second, and
RBI
that's
number
through
20.
into right field for a base hit. Taking the turn is Braun, heading for the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
This is going to be a good one for us.
Boy, you hate to even consider getting the bullpen going here in the first inning, but we may see some stirring down there pretty soon now. That's 4 straight hits to start things off here in the first inning.
Domingo Santana, 276.
Domingo
15 home
Santana
runs.
will get his first
52
shot here.
RBIs.
Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
His 20th RBI of the season. We picked him up after the All-Star break, if I'm not mistaken. On the trivia, one of the two.
And the
Damn.
curveball's in there, so he's quickly
Nice pitch.
behind 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Ah, that's a double play.
Sent on the ground out to second. Peralta for 1. On to first, a double play. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Jonathan Villar, 1 for 13.
Comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike
51
1.
degrees.
The
Oh, they're
rain,
going to get
as
sick.
we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Lynn steps into his windup. Here it is on 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Jimmy Nelson, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend here in this one.
Rendell Grichuk comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they got a great pitching performance in the opener of this series, so if they could get anything comparable here,
Got him.
The rest of this road trip, you can bet they'll take it.
And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, they're going to have to hit some gappers out there because they are dead last in stolen bases. They can't run. If they're not going to rely on any speed, they really need to get a consistent power production and drive in guys with extra base hits.
Into the windup and the pitch. Steven Piscotty comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, He'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Got him.
A swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. But he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
And Braun will
Let's
make
go.
the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it. Kelly Epps
All right,
makes
I'll be
his way
back.
to
I'm
the
gonna go
plate.
eat.
He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Lynn gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Grounded to short. Peralta's there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now that we have a chance, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Matt Carpenter can play a number of positions. He's played second, third base. For me, he's better suited at third base. Very sure-handed. He's got a good enough arm to play over there. And I think he's a bit more comfortable at that position.
Delman Ladd will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Three and 2 now.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
The pitcher, Jimmy Nelson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now. Two
out here and a runner at second. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Yeah, high fastball up and in, followed by a curveball down and away. Two very different looks so far. And he's set up to go just about anywhere now.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Matt Adams will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Matt Holliday will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. That misses. 1-2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And you'll get a look at this here. He starts this thing right on his belt buckle, and he lets it come right back over that inside corner. That's a tough spot.
Johnny Peralta will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santana over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Colton Wong will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. On the ground to third. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Brewers lead it 3-0. Scooter Gennett will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow.
Scooter Gennett.
Lynn's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Line to the right side. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we put up our team leaderboard graphic, you can see there his total currently third best on this Brewers ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ryan Braun is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
He's running towards second. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. On Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's Justin Morneau. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, another good at-bat right here. He's sacrificing those power stats for a little on-base percentage, and he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Nothing wrong with that.
Domingo Santana will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, number 5.
Jonathan Villar stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Tap foul at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
And another badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Standing in now, Lynn. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm gonna swing. No. I'm gonna take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Braun has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Kelly Epps is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
For Milwaukee, third baseman Kelly Epps.
Lynn looks in. First pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. high in the air out towards shallow right. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
Now batting, catcher, Ladd.
Delman Ladd is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Two and two. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Swinging a soft liner, a diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
He just did everything right here on the mound. He made the good pitch. He got his guy to hit the ball on the ground. But baseball is just a little bit like life. You know, things don't always go your way. This is going to be an infield single as he reaches here with 1 away.
Jimmy Nelson shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Milwaukee leads it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Stephen Piscotty, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready to deliver the 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Matt Adams will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Hit hard towards second. In there, a base hit.
And even though they've been out hit by 5 so far, this is still just a 3-0 game. So they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Stepping in, Matt Holliday. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now to the plate, Johnny Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Braun fires a great throw. He's out at home plate. Cards forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cardinals 1. Scooter Gennett will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both the lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And a high strike there, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. A quick out number 1.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Ryan Braun now as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. So now 2 men are gone, and here's Justin Morneau. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Full count, 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
And this pitch misses to Morneau as he works out a walk.
The right fielder, number 16,
Domingo Santana will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, all you have to do here is go back to that 2-out walk. I mean, without that, this guy wouldn't have even gotten a shot here in the inning. So here's another instance where losing your focus on the mound can really come back to haunt you.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Two out, nobody on. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Grichuk ranging forward, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cardinals 1. Colton Wong will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
In there, 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ladd scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Up the middle and off his leg. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Brian Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 29, Ryan Pena.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 0-2 delivery. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cards leave one. They're down 5-1. Jonathan Broxton is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Kelly Epps steps in here to lead off the sixth as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Patience here for a rookie. Those were two tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Broxton's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And that's over. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Three and one. Here it is. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2. Hit in the air out to center field. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away.
Now batting,
Delman Ladd steps in now.
Ladd.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope,
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Into the box now, Jimmy Nelson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's 6-1.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Austin Jackson steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
He's set. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Three and 0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Six runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The batter, number 2, second baseman
Tyler Lyons will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 70, Tyler Lyons.
Scooter Gennett will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
High in the air out to center field. Grichuk moves over. And that's the second out of the inning. In now, Ryan Braun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to minimize the damage here, and a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
2 down, runners at first and second. Too high, and it's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producers swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And the count will be full. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Adams will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Brewers 6 and the Cardinals 1. Stephen Piscotty will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Stephen Piscotty.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
That's a ball.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Three and 1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Matt Carpenter will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
Whew, that's a gift.
Two-one, here it is. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Matt Adams digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Nope,
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Runners on first with one down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Holliday will be next. That one's in there. 3-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Oquendo's waving him in. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
At the plate, Matt Holliday. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Well, that's a big home run in his career, number 300. He's been a solid power threat for a long time now, and as we've seen over the years, he's been steadily climbing that all-time list.
And I can tell you, it's a thrill every time you hit a home run, but obviously there are ones that are more special than others. Well, no question, number 300 is one of those special numbers. Some really good hitters never got there, so I can really appreciate what he's done in his career thus far.
Yeah, well, you got a lot closer to 300 than any other living Los Angeles Dodgers. This is such a cool moment for this guy, and when you check the record books, what is there, like 150 guys that have ever reached 300 homers? So he's right up there with some of the heavyweights in this game.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Here's Johnny Peralta now. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you've got to make him put it in play.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Back goes Jackson, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Colton Wong will stand in as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
Nope.
2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Three and one now.
One strike.
Yadier Molina, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open, but a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
3 runs already home here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
And as the season's gone on, this is a guy whose numbers have just not been going in the right direction. So this is a welcome sight with this one-out single.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Eric Simpson will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Simpson.
Yadier Molina will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Now a throw over to first, and they got him.
You could tell he didn't want to waste any time down there. He was getting set to go on that very first pitch, but they caught him leaning the wrong way, and he's picked off.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Brewers 6 and the Cardinals 4. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Justin Morneau is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Domingo Santana will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
1 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Grichuk moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Jonathan Villar will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still lead at 6-4. Number 11 is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Here's Randall Grichuk, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
The 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3-2, even if this one's a strike.
He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Jesus Christ, what
From the
happened?
stretch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something
We were
off
up
that one, and it's
3-0.
strike one.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good,
5-1.
it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
I come back at 6-1. I mean 6-4. Yo, Matt Holliday hit his 300th home run. Great.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
I think he's set up for that changeup again, Steve. Don't you?
I was thinking the same thing.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop this one right side. Backhanded. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning.
Good turn.
One left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 6-4. Seth Maness will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Kelly Epps, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. To third, taken in by Carpenter.
Damn changeup, man.
Throw
So
on to
slow.
first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Delman Ladd steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
Hey, Delman Ladd.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
I should have taken it. Oh well.
1-2. Here it comes. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Chris Carter will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Piscotty has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're up. Jeremy Jeffress is on out of the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Leading off the inning, Matt Adams, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
Got it.
He's set down, 1 away.
Thank God.
At the plate, Matt Holliday, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Johnny Peralta is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oof.
Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
Boy, it's been a good solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Left side. VR in the hole. Throw on to the first baseman Morneau, and the inning is over. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back.
This might be
It's
the
the
last game.
Brewers
Okay,
6
we'll
and the Cardinals 4.
I'll stream tomorrow.
Trevor Rosenthal
My videos.
come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Austin Jackson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
I wanted it, bro.
Rosenthal's ready. 1-0 on its way. Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right
gonna be
field
out.
line.
Damn.
Scotty is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast, but he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time, and he makes a nice running catch near the line.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he'll take a changeup here for strike
Getting
one.
my strike post.
That may have been a borderline call right there, but you know what? He's going to get those calls sometimes. He's a big-name pitcher out there, and that can certainly play into your favor.
Grichuk is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now batting, Ryan Braun. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1.
It's not even close. Relax.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor, 2-1 now. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Damn.
Holiday is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still lead at 6-4. Striding in to start the 9th, Colton Wong, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Leading off the inning, Colton Wong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting
All right,
to get
brother,
late, so they need
don't
to
mess
get
up now,
at least
brother.
1 back here in this inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So he's made it really tough on the opposition out of the bullpen. Manager loves giving him the ball in tight games, so we'll see if he can add to his total right here.
The 1-0 delivery. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that's in there on the high outside corner. 2-2 now. Still 2-2. And another foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. On the ground to the left side. Epps has it on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Jed Jerko will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Jed Jerko.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled back. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Another good job out of the bullpen here. That's nothing new. And that's save number 40 for him on the year.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasker.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers put together 10 hits total
We're
as
close.
they beat the
This is
Cardinals on
their
the
tied.
road 6-4. As of today, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 16 games out of first. The Brewers are 3rd in the division.
I think we're like 3
13 and a
games
half out of first
behind.
place. The Stros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-4. At the moment, the Astros are in first place in the AL West, 4 games up. The Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-2.
We
Looking
need a
at the
first
standings,
baseman,
the
desperately.
Pirates sit in second place in the National League Central, 11 games out of first. The Reds are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Mets got together to allow 4 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 1-0. Heading into today, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets are atop the division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Miami Marlins got 18 hits as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 4-3. Right now, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, 8 games out of first. The Dodgers are leading the National League West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 1-0. As of today, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, 5 games back. The Phillies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 1-0. Looking at the standings, the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants are atop the division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. The Rockies got 11 overall hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 8-4. At the moment, the Padres are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rockies are 4th in the division. They're over 20